number one, it's choosing the right station, right? And again, this isn't rocket science, but a lot of people go into radio and they don't go in with a clear demographic. It's just, hey, I'm going to advertise on the radio. So it's a spray and pray model. What I love about radio, and one of the things that makes it work, is you can go in and really niche in. So if we're going to say, okay, we're going after people that are over the age of 50, and you look at 35 radio stations in your market, I'm sorry, but only a percentage of those are going to apply to people over the age of 50. Things like classical music, old school rock, old school country. So first and foremost, man, you got to choose the right genre. But here's what people do. They call into a radio station and they go, hey, I want to advertise. And they call in because it's popular. And again, popular is usually going to be Taylor Swift, right? And those type of stations, they're the biggest and they're the most popular in the area. But just because they're the biggest and most popular does not mean that the demographic that we're looking for listens. And I'm sorry, but a Taylor Swift station does not work for what we're trying to accomplish. So that's number one, I think is super important. Number two is definitely frequency. We're coming in and we're advertising 5 times a day, Monday through Friday. So that's 25 ads per week, 100 per month. So I'll give you an example. One of my favorite radio stories is we got a voicemail one time from a lady, and she said, hey, I'm just calling in. I listen to this classical station I have for a long time. We hear your ad all the time. My kids sit in the back and they can repeat your ad verbatim. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. I mean, can you imagine the value of that 2 kids that aren't even paying attention, staring out the window, because of our frequency, we're literally able to memorize subconsciously our ad. That's great branding. And so when people go to make a decision, man, you are top of the mind. And we are top of the mind because of frequency. If you're doing direct mail, you're not ever getting your message across that clearly. And if you're choosing a list, it's not like you're going to mail that same list for the next 3 years. You're going to hit them X amount of time, and then you're going to go refine the list and so forth. So maybe they hear your message 5-10 times. But think about radio again and again to a point that kids in a backseat have it memorized. That's a cool